Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jay's Pod. I am JB, and I guess we could start off the episode by saying revenge is sweet if you're the Baltimore Orioles. Yeah, this is our post-game show for the Toronto Blue Jays at Baltimore Orioles. Opening game of the season, and the Jays lose 3-2. My name is JB. You can follow us on Twitter at Jays Pod, Facebook at Jays Pod, and we are brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. If you like the show and want to support us and keep us going, for $1 a month, you get access to all our bonus content, and there's multiple tiers up there. You can even be a guest on the show, so we would love your support if you're willing to do so. But let's talk baseball. Now, just a quick note, we know that we are not on iTunes yet. We have submitted the podcast to them, and it just takes time for Apple to approve everything. But when we do, you'll be able to get a back date of absolutely everything that is on there. So we are just on our Simplecast right now, subreddits, stuff like that. So we'll be on there shortly. Keep an eye out for it. Take a look at our Twitter, and we'll get it up there as soon as we can. So, opening game of the regular season. Let's recap it. We're going to go inning by inning here, and we're going to break down each play. And we started off great.
Minor leagues down in Florida. This got a chance to drop. This ball is going to drop for a base hit. Devin Travis is aboard. First base hit for Travis.
That's right, Devin Travis with the base hit at his first at-bat of the regular season. Puts the Jays on base. Donaldson then pops out, and Bautista grounds out, and Morales does a pop fly out. So that ends the top of the first. We go to the bottom. Smith flies out. Jones doubles to left field. Machado singles to first. Davis grounds out to the pitcher, runners advance, and Trumbo flies out for the third out. To the top of the second, Tulo pops out on a foul. Catcher gets it, 1 out. Martin strikes out. Pearce gets his first base hit.
The Blue Jays in the offseason gets himself a base hit on the first pitch he sees. They were playing him to pull. He went the other way, and it's a single into right center with 2 outs.
That puts Pearce on base, and Pilar gets a base hit on an error, runners up first and second, and Carrera flies out for the end of that inning. To the bottom of the second, Castile doubles on a Blue Jays error. Kim sac flies out, runner goes to third, Shoop strikes out, and Hardy grounds out. To the top of the third, Devin Travis strikes out, Donaldson grounds out, Bautista walks, and Morales grounds out to end the top of the third. To the bottom of the third, Smith doubles to center field, Jones walks, I can't even say this name. Machado flies out. That's the first out of that part of the inning. Davis sac flies to right field. 1 scores, so it's now 1-0 Orioles with 2 out. Trumbull doubles, 1 scores. That puts it 2-0 Orioles, and Castile flies out to end the inning. So now the Jays are down. To the top of the fourth, Tulo flies out in right field, Martin strikes out, and Pearce grounds out. So that ends that inning 1-2-3. To the bottom of the fourth, another 1-2-3 inning. Kim grounds out, Shoop flies out, and Hardy strikes out. So that's a 1-2-3. To the top of the fifth, Pilar walks. Carrera singles. Pilar goes to second. Travis strikes out. Donaldson walks. Bases are now loaded. Bautista pops out. That's 2 out. Morales walks, and Pilar scores. It's now 2-1 for the Orioles. That's our first run of the regular season, even though it was a walk. Tulo grounds out to end the inning. That inning lasted almost 45 minutes, folks. That was a stressful inning for the first game of the year. Bottom of the fifth, Smith strikes out, Jones grounds out, and Machado grounds out. Quick 1-2-3 inning again for the Jays. Top of the sixth, Martin grounds out, Pearce singles, and then we have our first pitching change. Givens comes in to relieve the starter for the Baltimore Orioles. Pilar sac flies to center, Pearce goes to second, 2 out, and Carrera doubles, and Pearce scores.
There goes the runner. Fair ball, just inside the bag. Pearce is headed for third. They're going to give him the wave. Here's the relay. Scope has it. No throw. He double clutched, and the Blue Jays have tied it.
That's right. Pearce gets his second run for the Jays of the regular season against his former team. It's tied 2-2. Travis flies out to end the inning. Bottom of the sixth, Davis strikes out, Trumbull grounds out, and Castile flies out. That's another 1-2-3 inning for the Jays. Top of the seventh, Donaldson singles. So we're on 1 on, and then Bautista, Morales, and Tulo all strike out. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the 7th, Biagini is in for Estrada after an amazing 7 innings. A lot of 1, 2, 3 innings for Estrada this game. So Biagini comes in and does a 1, 2, 3 inning. Kim grounds out, Shoop grounds out, and Hardy flies out. Done. Top of the 8th, pitching change for the Orioles. Brack is in for Givens. Martin walks. Pearce flies out to left field. That's 1 out. And Pilar ground balls to shortstop for a double play. But, and there's a big but, one of the most amazing things I have ever witnessed in the history of baseball happens.
He does and loses the grip on the bat. A fan caught it mid-air. Everybody seems to be okay, and Pilar will get a new piece of lumber.
Good play by the fan.
That's a pretty good opening day souvenir, I would say.
That is a clean bat right there as Kevin loses the grip. Watch the fan. Just snag it right out of the air. Nice little souvenir.
Again.
And the fans are saying, what are you doing? But I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not trying to do it.
So, needless to say, the Baltimore Orioles fans got great souvenirs on today's game. To the bottom of the 8th, Smith grounds out. Jones flies out. Machado singles. Davis comes in for Biagini, and Davis flies out. That's an error. I don't know. Somebody flies out because Davis is the pitcher. Good job, MLB. Top of the 9th, Britton releases Bragg, and Barney strikes out. Travis singles to shortstop, Donaldson singles to left field, and Bautista grounds out to third base on a double play. To the bottom of the 9th, Smith is now in for Davis. Trumbo grounds out at first. Casillas singles to left field. And Kim flies out with amazing Bautista play.
Right field, Bautista makes a diving grab. They've got a shot at Castillo, and they will double him up. Jose Bautista returning to form. He threw out a runner in second earlier in the game, makes a nice diving catch, and turns it into an inning-ending double play.
To the top of the 10th, Morales grounds out at third base. Tulo grounds out at third base as well. 1-2. Martin walks. Pearce singles to left field. And then Pilar grounds out to shortstop. That ends the top of the 10th. To the bottom of the 10th, Shoop grounds out to center field. That's 1. Hardy flies out to right field. That's 2. Loop comes in for Smith and only sees one batter. Mancini singles to center field. That's enough. Gibbons comes in and puts Grilly in for Loop. Jones grounds out to center field, and that is 3 out. To the top of the 11th, Wilson releases Britton. So now we have a new pitcher in for the Orioles. Smoke strikes out. Travis grounds out to third base. Donaldson does a nice single to left field, and Bautista grounds out to end the inning. To the bottom of the 11th, Machado flies out to center field. Davis strikes out in the dirt for a second out, and then it's over, folks. Trumbo walks off, home run. Orioles win 3-2. And that's the ball game. Whew, okay. I never said that was going to be good, but we got to do it. We got to recap the game. Now, we're going to go over our predictions that we did last episode a little bit later, but let's go to Twitter and see what people are talking about. At Carrie Priceless says, oh, well, we can settle for 161-1. Hashtag let's rise. Good point. Tyler at Levo, Leivo, says, that was the biggest waste of 4 hours I have ever experienced. Okay, well, I can't find waste of 4 hours anything better than watching a baseball game, so I'm not sure what he was doing, but needless to say, he was not happy with the outcome of that game. But that's okay. And Ricky Element at Ku Cullen with 2 Ks. 1 down, 161 to go. So, what do we think? It's the first game of the regular season. We have, we're replaying the Baltimore Orioles, who we left last year in the dirt with a walk-off home run in the 11th. It's kind of ironic that we lose with a walk-off home run in the 11th, but it has to happen. There is a lot of baseball this year. A lot. And we can't judge one performance because of, let me say that again. We can't judge this game to be the dictation of our season. We still have a lot of baseball to play. Baltimore's a fantastic team. So we have no reason to believe that we're going to struggle with playing that. But we have a lot of baseball. We have an off day tomorrow, and then we go right back into them on Wednesday. I don't think it's over. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm amazed with the people on Twitter that just blow up and that just say, oh, we lost one game, it's over. You know what? Just go away. Go away. That is not what fans do, in my opinion. I'm sorry if I'm going to lose people to this. It's one game. It's fine. If this was the 100th game of the year and we're below 500, then it's like, okay, we need to start worrying. But it's one game. We lost games last year and we still made the playoffs. So just pipe down a bit, guys. It's a long season. It's just starting. We saw an amazing bullpen today. Marco Estrada was absolutely phenomenal. We had a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4 3-pitch innings. Boom, boom, boom. Easy. Done. But we lost. And it was in extra time. So I don't know why people get their panties in a knot about this. It's one freaking game. It's fine. Anyways, let's just move on to the next segment. It is time for MLB The Show predictions. So every episode, we take a look at the game next and make our predictions in MLB The Show and see what's going to happen and what is predicted to happen in their minds. Now, last game, we predicted the score correctly, just got the wrong teams. Baltimore was supposed to lose to the Jays 3-2 in regular innings, but that didn't happen. But we still got the score right, so that's pretty good. Ran it through this time, same rosters, no injuries that I put on, just standard rosters. Baltimore beats us, according to MLB The Show, 4-2. No home runs, just straight singles, doubles to score runs. So looks like, according to MLB The Show, we're getting swept, folks. But we will see. Wednesday is a new day. We have a day to rest, recoup, and figure out what we'll need to do. So that does it for this episode of Jay's Pod. Thanks so much for listening. Don't forget, if you want to support us on Patreon, that would be so nice of you, and we would love you forever. We're going to wrap it up now. Twitter, at Jay's Pod. Facebook, at Jay's Pod. Please check us out. We are on Reddit, at Jay's Pod as well. We're working on getting a subreddit going. And remember, don't forget, we will be on iTunes very soon. We just have to have Apple figure this stuff out. Thank you so much for listening. I'm JB, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.